So, this is CovertGoBlue's red aggro beatdown deck. This is built to beat red aggro in best of one. It is adapted from Paulo Vitor Damo de Rosa's similar best of three auras deck. This is very heavily modified, and I will link both the video and the deck lists in the description below. But basically, the idea is that you sort of go wide with Trons. You want to play these lifelinkers. Now, nice thing about Alseid is that it can protect other creatures and it can protect other auras. And it has lifelink. If this guy gets 2 or 3 enchantments on it, it just gains so much life that it's impossible to beat. Same thing with Hunted Witness. If he chump blocks, you get a soldier with lifelink. Same deal. And the star of the show is Paradise Druid. Paradise Druid is hexproof as long as it's untapped, and once it gets Sentinel's Eyes on it, which is the cheapest of the enchantments in this deck, it becomes very difficult for most enemies to deal with. You can only, it's vulnerable to Wrath and it's vulnerable to Sacrifice, but aside from that, it's fine. Now, the thing that drives this is Selesnya Champion and Season of Growth. These are your draw engines. As you play enchantments, you will continue to draw. Issues I've run into, just getting to this point, getting up to your top end of 3 mana can be difficult. For some reason, the Shuffler does not like the mana base for this deck, so every once in a while you will just not draw your lands. I believe there's a game that shows that. But we are running a full complement of 22 lands here, so we're not exactly cheaping out here. And it's very, very low to the ground, obviously. Everything, 18. The vast majority of the deck is down at 2, so hypothetically you should be able to make this function. Once you get to your draw engine of really Season of Growth, because you do get the Scry. So let's check out the games. And here we've got, this is a decent hand. We got Alseid, got a little bit of ramp, Sentinel's Eyes. It's a good draw. Alright, Plains, Alseid. They're playing some sort of Dimir garbage. Turn 2, Thought Erasure? Yeah. Unfortunately, our stuff is basically garbage. Yeah, the Karametra's Blessing. I mean, that leaves me open to removal, but I don't care because we can get out and see the growth, which on the one hand is a weak turn 2 play, but unless they have another Thought Erasure, shouldn't matter. Right, so here we want to ideally Forest Paradise Druid. Yeah, I could quench this. No quench. That's a threat. And then Sentinel Eyes, Alseid. Now that could be countered. That's fine. But I still get to draw through. Now one would guess that they're playing some sort of Ashiok. Oh. So they're playing some sort of Dimir fuck your hand deck. So we can do this, pull out another Plains, and get out a Hunted Witness. Warbriar doesn't really do anything to this board state, so we'll do this. Paradise Druid does. Now we can't do anything with that right this second, but we're going to do Sentinel Eyes here. pitch Fabled Passage and pitch, I believe, Karametra. We can get out Expended Instance. So we have Paradise Druid in hand, and we can hit face with impunity. Now, ideally, we want both of these to die. Ritual Slip, fantastic. So, we get our... I think we're done with lands for the moment. Are we done with this land for the moment? Yes. So we want some gas. That's fine. So I can Sentinelize one of these and pitch. I'm going to say both Witnesses. Nice. Okay, that's a good draw. Now I can do another Sentinelize on... I don't think I need to ramp here, do I? So if I do this... 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just play out Sentinelize on you. Pitch both of these. Right? Oh, yeah. Symmetrical draws. Alright, we go on here. And we get our land card out. Face. So they're on a 1-turn clock. That goes down tapped. So they have to have a board clear, a bounce, or... Send that down to 6. We should be able to play Sentinel Eyes. Alright, what do we do here? So I can play All That Glitters, play a Forest, All That Glitters to here. I think we want to see our draw. This one is hexproof. Season of Growth is probably too slow. I think we do All That Glitters on this guy. This is kind of aspirational. It's 5. Oh, and that should be game. Unless he's got some sort of... And that's the game. Alright, so we're playing CovertGoBlue's Selesnya Enchantments deck. It's really an anti-red deck, but if it gets off good, it can defeat quite a few control decks. Alright, this is a terrible hand. Automatic mulligan. Just not enough land. This deck does run very low to the ground, though. If we draw one land... if we draw one land, this is an amazing hand. Alright, shock in. I'll see. I'll see of Life's Bounty. Now, we can, even if we get a bad draw here, which we did, we can Sentinelize this, or we can Glaring Aegis this. I'm going to say in this case, against black, I guess Sentinelize would be better because you can recall stuff in the yard with that. And 2 damage. Now we're back to 20. Opponent's at 18, so clearly we are winning. Opponent's at 16, and they're playing what appears to be Cat Oven deck. Now the good news here is that we can... I believe we can technically outpace them for health gain. I think in this case we want to go with a second threat. Now we can't protect this one, but we can protect the other one. I think we should swing in for the life gain. Now the question is... I want to do that. I think we want to go with this on their end step. We're going to auto pass the end of their end step, and then we will tap sack Fabled Passage, probably for a green, based on this hand. Now, generally speaking, we don't do a lot of green, but we have a green hand this time. So they are at 15. I'll probably wait to play the cat oven out, and there it is. Alright, so I will sack this in response so that they do not get that trigger. They're trying to get me to sack in response to get... And he would pay all my Seed of Life's bounty. So now, he can sack that in response, ping that off. Now he'd be able to get my my enchanted L-Seed. He would have been able to get all three. He would have been able to get both, is what I'm saying, I guess. Since he's ostensibly running a pinger deck here. So, keeping this hand might fuck me over unless I have a land on top here. So, this deck runs 22. Oh, yeah, he can do that. What an unpleasant deck to play against. Alright, so we have a land here, so we can play Selesnya Champion. Now, he can sack 2 in response. He shouldn't be able to kill this at 3. Because on his turn, he can tap sack, ping. So he shouldn't be able to do anything like this. If he can, this game is essentially over. Now, the deck he's playing is kind of complicated. He's trying to figure out whether or not he can kill that. Now, ideally what he's going to want to do here is either pump one of those. I mean, 4 damage doesn't really matter to this deck. It gains health very rapidly. Sure, that's fine. Alright, so what I'm looking for here is I can blow up Mayhem Devil. Well, I can technically kill Mayhem Devil here. I think what I want to do is Sentinelize and then Warbriar Blessing. Well, is that going to do it? No, that's not going to kill either. But I think I still want to Sentinelize here, just in case. We get an L-Seed out. Get your Fabled Passage and an L-Seed. I'm going to draw. Hypothetically, I could get in hand like a land. There is a combination of cards that would work. I'm gonna say, oh hey, I can do this. Okay, so I want a Selesnya Champion. Now he can sacrifice that in response, but he cannot kill. He cannot kill. And I do get a draw here. And I might be able to draw a land. So I'm going to kill this Mayhem Devil. So that'll be a 4/7. And that deals with some of his pinging, which is great. And now I can swing in. That'll be 4 to the face, unless he blocks with Paradise Druid, which is probably a bad block. Regardless, I have a 4/5 Vigilance, or 4/7 Vigilance up. Now we're at parity again. So he'll tap sack the cat, sack the food. Oh, okay. So no food sack. Now I would assume he's maybe got a Yara in hand. He wants the value. He seems to be stuck on lands like I was. There's Trail of Crumbs coming out. There's another food token. Now, this will allow him to draw the next time. He's short a... Well, he's not short a land, but he's a little short land. So, he can tap sack, get out the Cauldron Familiar, pay 1 with Paradise Druid, which will allow me to attack it which will fuck up his ramp. Now, there he's a land, so he's finally got a land out. Now, the Selesnya Champion is great as a draw engine, but it's not great for long-term durability for this deck because it does not have lifelink. So, the good news here is that I can Selesnya Champion. I can, let's see, how am I going to do this? So I can tap down Cauldron Familiar. Okay, so the play here is to tap down Cauldron Familiar. So I'm going to target my creature. I'm going to tap down Cauldron Familiar. Now, once again, I have no way of giving this lifelink. So I'm going to continue to lose health as he, you know, sacks and tap sacks, tap sacks, tap sacks. Now he can get that back out, hypothetically. In response to his own trigger, he should be able to get that back out. And then I want a Warbriar Blessing. This is my only removal, though. He might be at a point where I'm not concerned about his... Now he can... sack that in response, get that out, and then block, which is also fine. Not great, but fine. I want to get Paradise Druid out, and this is essentially invulnerable to his attacking, and then I can Sentinelize it. I can Sentinelize Warbriar it, and start knocking off his shit. So this sort of chumping is how this deck works. Now this Trail of Crumbs here allows him to get through his deck pretty quickly. Now as you can see, we're only on 3 lands. We're pretty mana screwed, and we're 16 cards into the deck. There's Corvault. Now the nice thing is, Corvault we can kill. Now holding on to this... Right. So I can kill that with Warbriar. Strictly speaking, I shouldn't. But with Warbriar, I can kill that, and I can continue to draw through my deck. And with Karametra, I can continue to hold this up in case some sort of bad shit happens. Okay, so this... That's an aspirational card. I want a Warbriar here. I want to Warbriar here. Target you, blow up his Corvault. And once again, we're 17 cards in, only 3 lands. Actually, we... only 4 land... no. 18 cards in. And only 3 lands. That's fine? Sure. Does he think he's gonna get up to... Sure. He's gonna sack it again. So he wants to get it up above, up to 7. Resolve. Right. Sure. So he's creating food tokens. Oh, I see. So you're gonna sack that and get it up to... Sure. So that shouldn't matter. I should be able to just do this now. I still have 1 more mana open in case. He's going to keep drawing through. Resolve. Sure. Resolve. Sure. That's fine. Okay, so his creature's down. So I can now planes Sentinel's Eyes onto you. Nice. And now I can do this. And if he blocks and does something insane... Right. So we're essentially in a resource stalemate right now. Now I have Karametra's Blessing open, which is great. He doesn't have any foods either, which means he's going to have to either sack a Paradise Druid or put out something else. Now, he appears to not have any cats available, which at this point in his deck, he should have at least, he should have probably 2. Maybe he should have 2. Of course, at this point in my...
Go ahead.
So he's going to do that.
Mercy. I am listening.
Nice. So I should be able to do this indestructible to you. So this is indestructible. This is great. Fantastic. So he can play out a land, I guess. I might have choked him out here. He's got one more turn to play, I think. We're both lanced really hard. 20 cards in. Yeah. So I think what I want to do here is... So he can only blow up his own lands, at his own stuff at this point. So I need to wait for one more turn before attacking that. We go plains. Season, right? Season. That'll draw me another card. Hopefully it's a 1 drop. That kind of 1 drop. And that will be there. Now... Oh, so many lands. So now I'm flooding out. Alright, so that's a 10-9. They're going to have to block with one of each of those. Now I'm flooding out. Alright, so the question is, do I hit Vraska? I think we both of these go for face. I think, actually, it doesn't matter. Because he has to block both. Well, sort of. If this person wants to get back in the game. So they're gonna block here or something like that. Oh, for real? Well, I'm hitting his mana. I gotta draw my engines here. I'm gonna sack that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't gain any health no matter what. I could sack that and flash out the cat. Yeah, I guess. Yep. Tap that. Draw another card. How many cards are you in? 38. Well, so we're pretty competitive so far on lands. Now, do I have... I have my fight lands. My fight lands are Warbriar's Blessing. So 2 of my fight lands are on Setessan, so I can't expect to draw. Ugh, gross. So this is where things get shitty, because they're going to play out cat. Yeah, I appear to have run out of gas against their wall of dead cats. So they're going to be able to sack Cauldron Familiar, which will ping me for 3, 5 every time they cycle it. So they just have to do it once. So this sack once. So that's going to be 2 to face. That'll put me to 5. And then they'll sack the cat. They could hypothetically fuck it up, but they don't appear to be that stupid. Oh. Apparently they're going to be BM me. So I'm going to sack this. That'll be 2. 1, 2. And tap that in response. Right. And then they'll sack this guy to get out another cat, and that'll be 2 to face. Oh, that'll be 3 to face with the Cauldron later. Oh, are they going to find another mana? Too bad. Yeah, no, you don't get to win. I concede. Alright, what is this? This is a greedy keep. This is a really greedy keep. Especially on the draw. Well, this is a greedy keep or on the draw. So this is probably a control deck. Azorius control. I have won against Azorius control with this deck. Doesn't mean it's got a good win rate on it. Good news is this gives me a chance to get Fabled Passage out. Thin the deck a little bit. Yep. Nope. We'll wait till his end step. Let him figure it out. Try to roleplay with Big Red here or something. Okay. And we already have a plane, so let's get a forest out. Problem? Okay. Well, that should be fine. My turn. We'll get down a... Wow, we're flooding. We're flooding really hard here. So he's playing Is It Control, maybe an Is It combo deck.
Well, steady your mind, Rowan, and I'll...
No, Phoenix maybe? Alright. Well, good news is I can get champion. Bad news is I can't protect it.
Let me synthesize.
But without a threat, I can't really do anything here. So, we'll keep moving forward this one. Answer here. It's probably the best play, so I want to Sentinelize here. Just keep drawing through. He might shock. Heartfire is a card. I don't know if he has enough mana for that. Does this work? Blessing. I think I want to just... I think I have to kill that. I think I have to kill that. I think I have to drop this. Do this. That'll get me to 4. That will make it... Alright, so... This just becomes a Tron here. That doesn't really do much there, so that becomes an 8. Next turn I just kill it, I think. I can protect it from the bounce spell. If he happens to have Brazen Borrower, it can protect it from bounce with Karametra. And I think next turn with all that glitters, this becomes an 8.
Let us
He's
plan
clearly
for the
drawing
trials
through to
ahead.
some sort of damage combo. It might be Phoenix. I think it's probably... Is it Drake's with a Phoenix package? Okay, so what I want to do here is Season of Growth first. Sure. I think I want to go green here. Then I want all the glitters here. Alright, get a scoop. Sometimes when you get the Tron out, if they don't have a response early, you just win. That's the nice thing about this deck. Well, this looks like a good hand. You each gotta draw a green, but that shouldn't be too bad. We've got quite a few in here. Quite a few green sources. Now, the Chandra avatar and the basic card sleeves, I would assume that this is actually a red player, which would be the first time I've been able to get one since I started this run. Alright, Alcide. I'm gonna assume they're gonna shock this. Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to say. Yep. Fervent Champion? Maybe they didn't get the, Alright, this is fine, probably. Might be reacting by... shocking? Shock to react? React to shock? Yep, there it is. So, do I want to sack this? Yeah, resolve. Fine. So I just gotta draw through to... a green land, and I'll be fucking gangbusters here. Did you keep a one-lander? I think opponent kept a one-lander. Okay. The Madman. Okay, Grim Initiate. That's fine. My turn. There we go. Greenland. I think we want to go slow here. I think we want to go slow. You gonna shock that one too? That would be awful. Let me go to the end turn. I'll hold open their end step in case, you know, maybe they think we've got some other thing. God's willing, maybe. What else could they have? Pass. Yeah. Pass blocks. No blocks. Enjoy your first strike. Maybe... I mean, maybe they drew their entire top end? Maybe they're mostly lands? Cavalcade. Shock. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. There's not much I can do about that. That's fine, I suppose. Okay, that's interesting. My turn. So, I think we want to witness here. So I want a Season of Growth witness, would be my guess. Witness. Scry. No, I need some business now. I need some draw engine. Now, if he swings with Grim Initiate, basically anything he swings with, Hunted Witness becomes my chump. That's fine. That's fine. We block Grim Initiate. Hopefully that isn't his last shock. If it is, well, what the fuck can I do about that, right? Now the creature, Aegis. This is a good card in this matchup. Sure. Oh, that's an obnoxious shock. Alright, so I can now Aegis. Aegis. I want to tap that, I guess. And then I want a Warbriar. You fight you, I think. That's the most damage potential. And I think I can just pass the turn. Because I can hold open Karametra's Blessing and protect that token. He's going to want to get down this Chandra. Now, if he gets this Chandra down, he can swing in with 4. Yep, that's fine. He can swing in with 4, basically with impunity, right? So that's 4 to the face. Nothing I can do about that. And what else can he do? Oh, wow. He really wants it that way. Okay, sure, fine. Pass. So I need to drop food to something to kill these, / I need to gain a lot of life very quickly. My turn. Sentinelize. Perfect. So what I need to do here is... I think we Sentinelize first? Yes. Because there's nothing they can do about that. Alright, once that's down... do I Sentinelize again? No, I think I Tron. All the glitters. Hold open Karametra's Blessing in case he's got some way of exiling that I don't know how they would do it. We'll shock this in, I guess. Yeah, we'll shock this in. Sentinelize Druid. Swing it with both. Perfect. Alright, so this is how you destroy red with this deck. It's basically impossible for them to hold open mana it's basically impossible for them to deal with this much life gain. It's just not possible. So hypothetically, if he got down like 4 Cavalcade of Calamities, then a Torbran, hypothetically, it'd be possible. But really, at this point, this game is lost for them.
Anyone need a fire started? No?
So we can protect either one of these with Karametra's Blessing.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Sure, that's fine. Pass. I mean, I don't think they know how this works, but sure. I gain 9 life, and they just lost their creatures. My turn. Alright, so a Fabled Passage here. Tap sack. We'll go out and get a green. Selesnya Champion. Pitch that to the bottom and swing. I mean, there's nothing that Chandra can do to me, so like there's literally nothing that Chandra can do to me. Like none of this shit does anything. So back, light up the stage. That would be inconvenient, but it doesn't actually matter. Hypothetically, if they've got some sort of board wipe, I don't think red has a board wipe right now. I certainly don't think it handles any. Yeah, like if we had 4 of these, they might be able to do something. but I'm at 35. I can block one of these and gain another 9 life, so it doesn't really do anything. Like, really doesn't do anything. Right. Like, they had 4 of these, maybe. But that's the nice thing about this particular deck. So, that's how you destroy red with this deck. Hope you like what you saw. Here's some buttons down bottom if you did. I'm hoping to turn this into a series, so let me know what you think. Have a good one.